Hey, this is JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's May 5th, 2024. Today we're going to see mostly cloudy skies with some isolated snow showers. The snow line looks like it's going to be around the valley floor, so like in between 5 to 6,000 feet. Highs are going to be in the mid 40s today, so it's looking like 15 to 20 degrees, actually like 20 degrees colder than yesterday. And we got a closed low that's right overhead right now, bringing northeast winds. Tomorrow we'll see partly sunny skies with isolated rain and snow showers. Highs a little bit warmer in the upper 40s. Northwest flow overhead as this low departs to the east, and it will be gusty with winds up to 35 miles per hour. And it's going to be windy through Wednesday and much colder temperatures until Thursday before they start climbing out of this hole we're gonna be in, and it gets warmer with high pressure. All right, looking at storm totals last night, picked up about 2/10 of an inch here in China Gardens. Ketchum was almost three times that. Lower Titus picked up about an inch of water yesterday. It was pretty crazy. Snow levels looked like they were hovering around 8,000 feet. So I feel like we'll have more significant snow the higher you get with this storm, as the temperatures were starting out pretty warm yesterday, and that cold front came through with that cooler air and really dropped temperatures down pretty fast as that passed overhead. So Lower Titus amounts for about 6.5 inches at the weather station, so maybe upwards of 8 inches around there. It's about a density of 15%, so kind of a wet and heavy storm around pass level. Got to get high for this one to get drier snow. Vienna was at 8/10 of an inch. Moores Creek was 3/10. Hiltz Creek over in the Lost Rivers 6/10, so that's pretty good. Probably got a good amount of snow over there in the high peaks. And Stanley was at 3/10. Looking around temperatures this morning, we're in the 30s in the Wood River Valley, and it's about the same in Stanley actually. Mountain tops are hovering in the mid 20s. All right, looking at the HER forecast. So the low has it stayed more north than the forecast was calling for, and the timing's a little faster too. So it's a little further east right now. So this big band of moisture, let me play this starting now. This band of moisture that's to the southeast of us was supposed to be hitting us all day today. But since we're kind of shifted more to the east, it's no longer going to hit us. So if you kind of focus in on the Woodward or Blaine County there, for the most part today, we aren't going to get that much rain or snow, I should say. Temperatures are cold enough, we're going to see snow. So that's good news for the majority of you out there that have been hearing who don't want it to keep snowing. And then for people that are still hanging on to winter and skiing, you're going to have to go over into the Pioneers and the Lost Rivers. And towards the end of the storm, we're going to see the Sawtooth getting some snow too. There's some like cells you can see here that are coming through later in the day. But that low is pretty much right over us, shifting to the east today, and it's going to continue moisture for the Lost Rivers. And then you can see this tomorrow night. Play this forward. You can see all this severe weather, isolated storms. So this is going to be potential for some thunderstorms. It's coming in right at sunset, so that doesn't really help with daytime cooling, helping that instability. But there is, I think, a frontal system that's going to be involved with this, so that might drive some thunderstorm and some heavier spurts of snow. And that's what's going to really lay down some snow in the Sawtooth. So today it's going to be more Pioneer Lost River game, and then towards the tail end of Monday with this system, it's going to be hitting the Sawtooth proper pretty hard. Let's look at the totals here. So this is a graph or amounts through Tuesday. You can see there's far less color in the Lost Rivers. This was all red as of last night, in the 1.5 to 2 foot range. Still looking pretty good, sitting about 1 foot to 1.5 foot in the Lost Rivers, as well as the Pioneers. Basically all the upper elevation slopes, and then there's some red spurts in the Sawtooth, and that's going to be that end of the storm Monday night. So looking like pretty good amounts, especially for a May storm like this. But that's going to be it. It seems like for the next week or so, it's going to dry out. Looking at day to day, so this has got even less color in it. Like I was saying before, there was yellows and oranges over in the Lost Rivers. We're more in the 4 to 6 range for the high peaks today, which is still a really good storm, probably actually better for stability. The winds are going to be picking up, or have been hauling, so looking for fresh wind slabs, and instability out there is going to be should be on top of your list. And then tonight into tomorrow, those are heavier bands of snow in the Sawtooth, and it's looking like into the Lost Rivers as well. And then it just keeps snowing, kind of 2 to 3 inches, 1 to 3 inches. Tuesday, this is that last little section I was telling you about in the Sawtooth that are going to be getting some pretty good snow. So with those cooler temperatures, we're not going to have to go as high with these storms. It could be actually good stability outside of the outliers of the wind slabs over in the Sawtooth, as those temperatures kind of plummet and you don't have to go as high for soft snow, or light snow, I should say. And then by Wednesday, it's kind of all over. Temperature trend, we are going to not really see it warm up till about Thursday, really into Friday. I think we're going to be back to the average temperatures, and then the weekend we could be approaching 70. All right, looking at the 500 millibar charts. This is the GFS model. You can see this low that we're in now spins over to the east. It does this kind of interesting thing where it shifts back. It's kind of like eddies out and shifts back towards us, and that's going to give us some wraparound moisture for Tuesday into Wednesday. And then it finally phases out, moves out of the area, but it probably keeps it like mostly cloudy through the week. And then we have this ridge system building into place for the weekend. It's going to last all the way till, on this model, till about Wednesday, when this area of low pressure shifts down, kind of similar path to the one we just saw. And that comes into play for Wednesday. So we'll see what happens. The Euro wasn't showing this on that model, so there's some disagreement, and we're already pretty far out into the future, so anything can happen at that point. But good news is for people out there not liking the snow is it's going to get warm again. And good news for the people that do like the snow, it's going to be pretty good skiing for the next 4 days or so, maybe even more, because it's not going to get super hot.